Everything I'm about to share with you in today's live is completely allegedly, it's all fictional. And I'm going to share with you how we have been lied to about how our body, our health, sickness, all these things, how we've been lied to our entire lives. And I'm going to share with you one story. I may share two, depending on how frisky I'm feeling today. And I want to share with you a miraculous story of a woman that I performed hypnosis in front of a group of people live at one of my live events that we did here in Las Vegas. So, one of the things I love to do at our 2.5 day event is to show people the power of our mind and how fast we can actually heal. And so, usually on the first day, I say, how many people want to see a miracle, right? And everybody raises their hand. I say, okay, with a show of hands, who in here is experiencing physical pain in their body, right? And what's funny is the first time I ever did this at a live event, we had almost 300 people there, and there must have been 50 people that raised their hand. And I was blown away at how many people are in physical pain 24/7, 365. So, anyways, I say, okay, how many people want to see a miracle? Okay, how many people in here are feeling pain? So I'm looking around the room and all these people are raising their hand. And I like to find something that's going to be the most challenging possible scenario. I want to take the person where it's like I've tried everything and it seemed impossible for them to heal. And the reason why I do that is because it inspires people to see, hey, if this person could heal with everything that they were going through, imagine what else is possible and imagine what I can do for myself. So I see this little old lady over here to my left, right in the corner, and her name's Mila, and Mila's raising her hand. And I asked her, I said, what is your what is your pain from, right? What is causing it? And she said, I have sciatica and I've tried everything. I've been to the chiropractor, I have been to physical therapy, I've been to the doctor, I've taken medication, and nothing is working. So I say, okay, everybody give Mila a round of applause. Let's bring her up on stage. Now, what's funny is, this woman has a thick, thick German accent, and there's going to be more about why that's important here in a moment, late in a second. And she's walking up to the stage, and she's like hobbling, right? Because she has sciatica pain. She's in a lot of pain. I think it's on her right side. So she's hobbling up, and she gets up on the stage. I wish I had this filmed. I mean, I think we do, but I don't know where it's at. And so she starts talking about what she's tried to go through and everything. So I say, okay, we're going to put you in hypnosis and we're going to start talking to your subconscious mind and figure out why your body is giving you this pain. Now, let me make a little side note here and then we'll continue on. The majority of again, this is all allegedly. Okay. This is all allegedly. This is all for fiction. This is not real. This is all bullshit. Okay. Normally, when we start to feel physical pain in the body that's not from an injury, it is something going on subconsciously, and it's our subconscious mind's way of telling us that there's something going wrong, right? It's like, hey, you're stressed out. I'm going to give you this neck pain. You're dealing with financial issues. I'm going to make your back hurt. You're not moving forward in your life. I'm going to make your knees hurt. So we start going through this series of questions, and this is something that I teach people how to do in our hypnosis program when you learn to get certified, is we go through and we ask all these specific questions in a specific order. And it does this magical thing where you take something that's very broad and you narrow it down to one specific point. So I start asking Mila about her. And the reason I'm sharing you her name and everything is obviously she gave us permission. She came up on stage. In a normal circumstance, we don't give out people's names, right? But she okayed it. So we start asking her all these questions and dealing with the subconscious. And she starts going through some very, very interesting things. So this is what we discovered. So she had a lot of stress going on in her life. There was some family stuff. I won't necessarily go into that, but there was some family stuff and, it was kind of correlated a little bit. And as we went further and further, what we discovered is that her father was actually a German soldier back during World War II. And he got her mother pregnant while he was, and then he had to go to war. So her mother was pregnant, raising or, being, growing the baby in her womb. Well, she goes back to this very, very distinct memory. and her mother is giving birth. They are being bombed on during World War II. She's in Germany. She's in a basement of a home, and there's bombs going off while my client is being born. And what ended up happening was everything kind of came full circle. And what we discovered is that she subconsciously felt as though if I'm in pain, I get love and attention. So in other words, she was subconsciously giving herself sciatica pain so that her friends and her family would all give her sympathy and go, oh my God, I'm going to give you attention. I'm going to give you love. I'm going to do all these things. And we're going through and everything. And you just start seeing her take these big, deep breaths. And she's just like, and you just start seeing her body loosen up. And so anyways, we get done. She opens her eyes. She comes out of hypnosis, and I ask her, how does your sciatica feel? Pain is completely gone. Now, what's funny is when she got off the stage, there's a more interesting point I'm going to make here in a second. When she got off the stage, this woman was practically running. I mean, she was so fast compared to when she was getting up on stage. And, whenever something is psychosomatic, it doesn't matter how much physical therapy you do. Now, I'm not saying that stuff's bad or doesn't work. It absolutely does. I can't tell you how many people I've met who've had multiple back surgeries and the pain's still there. And then we do some emotional work and they clear it and their back pain goes away. So she's like running off the stage. Everybody's clapping. People are in the crowd. They're crying. It's like super emotional. And another emotional thing was her sister was right there. And some of the stuff that came up was about her connection with her sister. So we go to break and she comes back and she says, oh my God, Dominique, thank you. She has a German accent. That's my best German accent I can do. She goes, oh my God, Dom, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. That changed my life. And she goes, it's a shame that I'm 83 years old and I'm barely beginning my life. And I was like, when she said that, I was just like, this energy just hit me like, wow. Can you imagine? She was holding on to this genetic trauma from her mom being bombed on, while having a baby for 83 years. And it held her back in so many different ways, financially, relationally, in her health. And finally, at 80 years old, she was able to release it. And you know what's interesting about personal development and doing this type of work of discovering more about yourself, discovering your subconscious beliefs and letting it go? It's very interesting because it's bitter and it's sweet at the same time. It's bitter because, as Mila mentioned, it's like, hey, it's a shame that it took me this long, 83 years to deal with this. But it's sweet because, as the old saying goes, better. And I wanted to share that with you because we have been led to believe that you got to take this thing that you put in your mouth and that'll make it go away. Or you got to have your body sliced open and all these parts removed and installed. And maybe sometimes it is. From my experience, from what I've seen with dealing with pain and things like that, it's usually not the case. Usually by the time people are looking into hypnosis, they've kind of tried everything. It's interesting how, I don't know, maybe this is like my tinfoil hat a little bit, but it's interesting how often the things that don't actually work are pushed upon us. And then the things that actually do work are made to seem like a quacky or it's not real or it doesn't work or whatever the case may be. Isn't that funny how that works? So I thought I'd share that amazing story with you guys. And I'm going to save the other story for another time. What I will say is, I don't do too many one-on-ones anymore. I have a team of hypnotherapists, and my journey has kind of taken me in the direction of teaching people how to do what I do, whether it's they want to do it for themselves and heal their own stuff, or they want to do it with other people. They want to help their friends, their family, or maybe they even want to do it as like their life purpose, kind of like how I did. It was funny, for those of you who don't know, I got into hypnosis completely by accident. I didn't wake up one day, I was like, I'm going to be a hypnotist. It all just kind of happened. And I'll share that story with you guys another time. And so for any of you guys who want to do a deeper dive into this stuff. Maybe you want to experience hypnosis on a one-on-one basis to help you. And I share with you the pain story because it's tangible and it's real. Like you can see it, you just see, everybody sees it right before their eyes. But it's not just that. It's our the blocks in our businesses. It's the blocks in our relationship and our health and all these different areas that manifest in different ways. So if you want to experience that, or you want to learn how to do it for yourself or for others, I've put together a free training. You can actually go down into the description and go through, and I share with you a couple simple steps, a little bit about hypnosis and how you could begin to process of what Mila through and what we take, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, well, thousands at this point of clients on a one-on-one basis. So if you want to experience that for yourself to help you level up in one or more areas of life, or you want to help other people, go to the link in my description and watch. All right, guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Like this video. Do me if you like stories like this. I have so many stories. Oh my God, guys. I have so many stories. I go on forever and ever, and I have so many cool stories. So if you guys like this video, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe. Ooh, hold up. And share this with a friend, maybe somebody you know that has pain or something going on, and comment on the video. Comment your question, comment your thoughts, and we'll put out some more videos like this. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you next time.